Hello guys, once again it's Matt, and today we have another one, and a very quick one. So thank you all my members and my Patreons and all the subscribers. Make sure to subscribe. We're trying to hit 15k until 50k until the end of the year, and let's get into it. So today I had a friend with multiple boats or ships, like player driven ships and boats, right? And I tried to kill him with the Tornado, the IDS Marine Flieger, which has the AS-34 anti-ship missiles that we showed before. And just to show a little bit on how bugged these missiles are, they're really weird. They're really weird. As you see, it feels like they are flying too high. As you see, the altitude of their flight path is just too high, and they kind of detect the target like too late sometimes, depending on the target and other minor things. And it just makes it so that the missile actually, like, I don't know, it just completely misses it. Like, it flies over it just due to that. If you actually maintain the lock on the radar, it helps a little bit. But even without it, as you see here, for example, a direct hit on the bridge, I mean, the missiles are flying too high. These missiles are supposed to hit the general mass of the ship, which is obviously where the main part of the ship is, right? So the part that is in touch with the water, not above it. So I don't know, maybe it's something that this missile specifically did in real life, or I don't know. It is just kind of bugged, especially in larger ships. We tried with smaller and larger, and sometimes that happens. The missile just goes to the sea, it cannot control itself and try to maintain a good flight path. The autopilot of it with the INS kind of flies in a way that the active radar cannot actually get the target. So the way that it's supposed to work is that you could just fire the missile even without a radar lock, and it would just try to like fly really low and try to find targets. Once it finds targets, it will just go for it. Doesn't matter what target it is. And what is happening right now, it's kind of a weird situation that the missiles are just, as you see here, they're flying too high, and they're not like, I think the range of the active seeker is too low. Maybe that's it. Because most of the time, these radars, against these aircraft, these ships, the missile just like tries to go for it for less than 1 kilometer when you feel that they are actually turning for the target. One of the tactics that you can use is firing them from above like this. It makes it a lot better just because it's a general position of the target. So even with just the INS, it will already hit the target. But beyond that, it is very weird. I still think that it is work in progress, and even with those hits, it just doesn't kill the ship. I mean, you would take like, I don't know, 16 missiles to actually destroy a ship like this, or even more. So it's kind of weird. Maybe it's not made for big ships like this. So I don't know. We tried some different maneuvers like this, for example, firing from really close range with the flying low capabilities to make, just to try to make sure that it hits the target. But as you see, the missiles just, they go so above the target that they don't try to go for it because they're not locking the target with its own radar. As I was saying, in real life, it was supposed to just fly around with the INS and then try to find a target, right? If you fly too high and the actual seeker head, active seeker head of the missile, it has too low of a range, you'll feel that the missile is trying to just go for it, for the target, when it's too close to it, and it won't have the maneuverability to lower the altitude to actually hit the target. As you see here, another example, hitting something that is very high on the ship. So it is very weird. I don't think it's ready right now. And you will see, for example, here, that in smaller ships, it feels like it's working better. I don't know. In smaller ships, it feels like it's actually locking the target from further away. So they need to just... I killed the target there in that specific occasion there. But still, I think it's something to do with the the size of the target. Maybe it's overwhelming the seeker with the amount of radiation, or I don't know how it's coded in the game, and it makes it not be able to actually do anything. So it has a low, kind of a low range, that it actually realize that the target is there. But that just doesn't make any sense, right? It should hit properly the targets that are big or small. So especially the big ones, right? So I don't know, it is really, really bugged in my opinion, and it really needs a fixing. Not for this type of mission, obviously. We're not going to be facing any type of ship right now with this BR of aircraft, of an aircraft. But in the future, yes, and also to actually use it against AI ships, it's also kind of bugged in doing this. So yeah, it's kind of weird. For example, here it's a small ship again, and yeah, the missile just goes for it. It locks from further away, as you see right now. See how the missile starts to turn and go directly downwards? Yeah, that's because it's actually locking from like 4 kilometers. And then it has time to actually try to turn and go for the ship. And when you fire in a big ship, the missile just goes for the target when it's at, I don't know, 500 meters from the target. So it is really, really weird. It doesn't make any sense, and it should be fixed fairly soon as well. But I just wanted to show to you guys that it's work in progress still. A lot of people are complaining that these missiles and this radar should be attacking tanks because they remove it, and they are so mad because they removed the ground radar that detected tanks. Come on, guys, this is not made for that. It was a bug that was there on the test flight, and they fixed it, so now it's realistic. I don't know what you guys want. You want something that it's not a real life thing happening to the aircraft, so we can have anything that we want in the game and no realistic background or anything like that. Doesn't make any sense, right? So yeah, chill a little bit with that, because this is the realistic way of the Tornado actually working, only with anti-ship, this version at least. And yeah, it has some bugs and it has some problems, but still it's something they need to fix the problems and the bugs, not add another feature just because there is a bug that is making it work. See how it just completely flies over it? It was flying over it, okay, it's fine, but the seeker head just saw the ship for like, I don't know, 500 meters, and then tried to turn, and it was too late. So this is happening a lot. And once you actually lock the target and maintain a lock, I feel like it helps a little bit more. It makes the missile, I don't know, it makes the missile work a little bit better. So maybe the seeker head of the missile, it's not working, or something like that, it's not working properly. There is some coding problems happening right now. Look at the altitude that this was, and I was locked, and yeah, the missile went for it exactly how it should be. Once you don't, if you lose the lock of the aircraft, the missile just goes for it when it's really close. So I think they need to increase the range of the seeker head of the active radar homing of the missile. That should fix it, I think. Probably, right? So, I don't know. Let's see how it goes in the upcoming days, in the upcoming patches as well, because this is probably going to be added for more aircraft, and it needs to be fixed to be working properly, right? So, yeah. But make sure to subscribe, guys. Let me know in the comments what you think about this feature, if it's should be different or not. And yeah, it's bugged for my opinion right now, but it should be fixed fairly soon. So I hope you enjoyed, and I see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.